What is up, rivals? Welcome back to yet another episode of Rival Kingdoms, and today we have Rate My Base episode 3, where you guys send in your base for me to review. Somehow rhymed very well, and I'm surprised that did, because I did not intend that. But in order to send a base for a future episode, please follow these directions. They'll also be in the description, so you can read them there and follow along. So all you have to do is be Stronghold 4 and above, join a kingdom, so I can search up the kingdom, because you can't search up individual player bases. You have to search up the kingdom, then I can find you on there. Screenshot your base while you're in a kingdom and tweet to me at Sawcasm, hashtag rate my base. Kind of complicated, but this makes it a lot easier for me to find it, go through them, and know which ones I went through already and did not. So if I don't get to yours, don't worry. I will try to get to every single one, or at least most of them. You know, if it's like the same exact base, I'm not going to do it. But anyway, let's get right into the bases. First, we have It's Zasty of Night Raiders, who is a Stronghold level 6. Now, first thing I noticed is that he has tons of stuff out in the open that could easily be sniped. Mostly this catapult, because if a dragon comes here, then the catapult can do nothing against a dragon, and the Sky Watcher only goes up this far, so the dragon could be out here and attacking his catapult. You basically wasted a catapult. A bunch of these true portals, kingdom portals, I would definitely recommend you put them in a little bit more protected areas. Take a look at my Stronghold 5 base design, kind of build off that. I think that would definitely be more tailored towards the type of defense you're going for. Also, this Primus Conduit, I don't like it so much here for a couple of reasons. One, it is super exposed. You don't want that to be the first thing they take down. I kind of understand the logic behind it, but first of all, if you have maybe a watchtower out here and the dragon roost kind of blocking it, at least the watchtower over here would be able to do some damage to someone attacking this dragon roost, because it is so big. Or maybe you put a smaller building here and then have something attacking that, plus you'll have the catapults doing some damage to whatever's attacking the building here if it was smaller. But since this dragon roost is so big, they'll be attacking it like a ranged unit. They'll be about over here, and you have no units doing damage to it. So it's basically like the dragon roost, once again, is, you know, might as well be in the corner or something like that. So overall, not a bad base design. I see you kind of took my Stronghold 4 base design. Well, I don't know if you took it and then built off that, but it kind of looks like my Stronghold 4 base design. I'm a little bit tweaked for Stronghold 6, and it's not terrible by any means. The other thing I noticed that over here, the catapult is a little bit weak to dragons and mana hunters, air units over here, because the only thing that would be able to hit it really is the spell tower probably would not hit a air unit if it was over here, but the watchtower would. So if they took that out, they'd easily be able to take out the catapults, and the Stronghold would be fair game. So yeah. All right, next up we have a Stronghold 8 from Iski Faye of 6 Dragons. Sorry I pronounced your name wrong, but a couple of things that I noticed right off the bat. If you zoom out, these true portals and this kingdom portal out in the open, this means a dragon can come here, snipe these all off. You want to put those a little bit closer, a little bit somewhere where they will be defended. So against the walls is definitely a good option, because then you have the catapults. They can only place the units so far back, and then the catapults would have to hit it if they place the units here, if that makes sense. So I think that here would be a good spot if it could fit. If not, move the whole base down a square and then place them there, or tile rather, excuse me. Could use the fancy terms, a tile, not a square, sarcasm. Oh, sorry, my bad. A couple of things I noticed about, first of all, the Sky Watchers, there's 2 of them now, so there's no reason for you to not have them placed symmetrically. I think this one is placed fine. I'll put the other one about here, and same thing with the Watchtowers. There are 5 of them at Stronghold 8, so either 1 Sky Watcher and 2 Watchtowers. Other than that, I would say maybe move a Spell Tower over here if you could possibly fit it in, but other than that, you're definitely pretty good and pretty solid on the Stronghold 8, so I like it a lot. Good job. On to the next one. All right, next up we have a Stronghold 8. So first thing I noticed about this base is it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, aesthetically, it looks amazing. Now, as far as functionality, not so good. The main problem is the Primus Conduit. It has to be next to buildings to do anything. Plus, you have to charge it up, or else it's doing absolutely nothing out here. It's not even working on this watchtower. You'd see like a little kind of electric, or yeah, sort of animation like you see in the Primus Conduit. It would be on the adjacent units. So you want to put it up to at least a couple, next to a couple of units. Now, I will have Stronghold 8 defenses coming. I don't want to say soon, because I still have to do 6 and 7, but I will have it eventually. I'm going to go through all the strongholds. So for you guys who keep asking, when are the defense layouts coming out? They're coming, guys. Don't worry. And yeah, so you want to, first of all, the Primus Conduit. The walls, you don't need to separate every single thing. I think that's kind of overkill, and that kind of prevents the walls from defending each other, because you are, although you're separating the troops from these defensive structures, you are also separating them from each other and making it harder for them to kind of cover each other's backs, if you will. I use the term back loosely because obviously they're buildings, not people, but you get the point. The true portal's not bad. Overall, the outside of the base, the outer layer of the base, definitely not a problem. It's these walls here that are kind of overkill. I would move those, group everything closer together. Even this inner wall, I think it'd be better to place the walls outside and protect the defensive structures. I am gonna guess that you have a Clash of Clans background, because this seems like a little bit more suited for Clash of Clans style of defensive base, but it's definitely a different game here. So I would suggest to, yeah, you know, build up, I would say stack up your walls, maybe go for the double wall on the outside and move your units closer together so they all kind of cover each other. And yeah, with that said, I hope that helped. Don't forget to, if you still have questions, feel free to leave in the comments below, or submit another base if you upgrade to Stronghold in the future. And with that said, let's get right to the next base. All right, next up we have a Stronghold 5 from Zenobia. Now, this couple things about this base real quick. I definitely like this base. It seems pretty stable. Now, I can't actually say for sure how good it's going to be until I attack it, but as far as the Stronghold 5 base goes, definitely not that bad. I do think that, you know, having the buildings closer to the Stronghold, that this Stronghold, you know, surrounding it is a little bit more powerful, a little bit better, because then they can, you know, I keep saying it, but they can protect each other. Right now, these spell towers aren't going to hit anything that's attacking from this side, and even this catapult is not going to attack anything that's on this side. You know, even up until his Primus Conduit, if it's attacking down, nothing over here is going to hit here, nothing over here is going to hit here. So I suggest moving everything closer together, move the walls out a little bit wider, outward a little bit. So yeah, thanks for your submission, and let's get into the next base. All right, quick note real quick, a bunch of the bases that I went to go look at, they weren't, you guys aren't in the kingdoms that you sent me the screenshot of, and I completely understand. Like, I can't expect you to just stay in the same kingdom just until I make this video. Maybe you want to switch to a different kingdom, who knows? But if you're gonna do that, then chances are, and I didn't get to the video yet, chances are I might not be able to get to your base by the time you switch. So if you do and you want to still submit and you don't see your base in a video, then feel free to submit it again. I definitely don't mind that. And with that said, let's get into this Stronghold 6 by Schizo of whatever kingdom that is. I'm not gonna try to say the name, but cool name, Schizo. So a couple things I noticed real quick. Obviously, I've been saying this you know, I'm beating the horse to death, or whatever the heck the saying is, beating the dead horse. I don't know. All these true portals are out here, so that means a dragon could just come here and literally just destroy them all. Actually, anything at this point could destroy them all, considering how far away they are from the base. So I would say put them closer. And also, this corner here just is so weak to me. Absolutely. Like, if someone attacks from this corner, your Stronghold's done, buddy. So I would definitely recommend these walls, you get rid of them. I think that placing a base against the wall or a corner is definitely a good strategy, and something that I've been thinking about and kind of designing around a lot more recently, because, you know, there's only so much room here. That means even if they're a ranged unit, there's only so far away that they could place their unit, you know, get some range on you. So that means they're gonna be forced to get hit by something, whether it's catapults or whatever. There's not enough stuff here to defend this corner. That's simply put. So all these walls around the Stronghold, it's okay, but I would recommend actually doubling up the walls over here, and then, or maybe even on this wall underneath, and have the catapult closer to it, opposite from this other catapult, so that you can have this catapult attack anyone trying to attack these double walls, plus you have double walls to protect the catapult. So they're going to take a lot longer to get to the catapult, and the catapult's going to be able to dish out a lot of damage in the meantime. Plus, you want to, now that you'll be able, if you move away all of these walls, you'll be able to push all your other buildings closer together. Doing that, you will be able to, they'll protect each other a little bit more. So I know I'm kind of repeating the same thing kind of over and over, but considering these are pretty much the same strongholds, you know, it's mostly going to be like that until we get into some higher stronghold bases where there's a little bit more variety and a little bit more options. But right now we're kind of limited on the stuff we could do to an extent. So I'm just trying to help you guys maximize the effectiveness of your base. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. Feel free to submit your base for a future episode. Directions, once again, at the start of the video. What the heck is that? The start of the video, or you could just check in the description. Feel free to submit your base. I would definitely appreciate any submissions, and I look forward to all your submissions. If yours didn't get on this video, you changed kingdoms, feel free to send me a submission, a resubmission as well. No problem. If you upgrade your stronghold, whatever, just send me a submission. I don't care. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like rating if you did. Subscribe if you're new. With that said, thanks for watching. Peace.